you haven't read this book, go read it. Right meow. Right meow. Maybe you don't want to read the book. Maybe you just want to act cool in front of your friends. I'm looking at you, Mac. That's alright. I'll still give you a recap too. Come on in. This here be the Book of Doors. We first met our last Cassie, and she's helping at a bookstore. She's helping this old guy named Mr. Weber. He keeps reading the Count of Monte Cristo.
Not my sword, Mondego, but your past that disarmed you.
She comes back from looking out the window, and she sees that Mr. Weber is gone with the Burton, but he's left behind a book, and the book says, "Any door is every door." She's being watched, of course. She takes it home to her roommate, Izzy, and then her roommate's like, "Hey, how was your day?" She's like, "Mr. Weber died to give me this." Izzy then says, "What was your favorite day ever?" And she's like, "Well, Italy." She's holding the book, and she goes to Italy. Italy? This guy named Drummond Fox, and he has two different books. One's the Book of Luck, and one's the Book of Shadows. Shadows?
Shadow?
He's using the Book of Luck, and he sees that these two girls are using this powerful book, which, when used, light comes out of it. He sees the apartment through the door, and they're on top of this rooftop. They are then found by this guy named Hugo, who's after the books. He has his own book, which lets him control people.
This is a quarter. You see, this is real. This isn't a magic quarter here.
They barely get away by using Cassie's book, and they now have this Drummond Fox with them. Door shuts behind him. Drummond then grabs Izzy, and he makes her forget using the book of forgetfulness. Drummond then says, "Alright, I have to show you something, but you need to use your book." So she uses her book and goes through the shadows and finds that this is the Drummond Library, which he was hoping to get back. He hid it from someone we'll see in the future. He shows her that he has more than just these couple books. Each book is in a beautiful little case. He also then goes to her and he says, "Your book's not just for anywhere, but it's for any win." They go back to 2012. She goes and sees her grandpa. "Grandpa, my ears are up here." That's Scottish. "Yes, you look so different." She talks to her grandpa for a little while. "Okay, touch this." They go into the Book of Memories, and he shows her this woman who has all the books, who is killing all of his friends, and he gets away by using the Book of Shadows. They go back through the door to the apartment, and Hugo's waiting for them. He kicks Cassie through, and she drops the Book of Doors. So she's trapped in 2012, y'all. Izzy is looking for Cass, and she's nowhere to be found, but this man named Lund and his partner come. His partner's shot and killed. Lund's like, "Come with me if you want to live." Just before she is tortured using the Book of Pain. So back in 2012, Cassie's only friend is Mr. Weber, but he doesn't know her yet. It's kind of a Back to the Future, Marty McFly kind of thing.
I'm back from the future. Great Scott!
He's like, "Alright, I'll only stay for one day." 10 years later, she's still with him at the house, and they're coming up to the future. Lund and Izzy then take the Book of Pain, which was dropped by this man after Lund, I think he just knocked him out, to the bookseller. She sells all these fancy books. She's like, "I'll sell this for you." So they go and they meet in this little area. Cassie shows up and she's like, "I waited 10 years for this." She pushes the Book of Hugo's that he grabbed from him, and they push him into the 80s. As she's selling the Book of Pain, everyone is bidding for it. Someone bids 24.
I thought of something funnier than 24.
Someone bids
25.
Hugo shows up with the Book of Health, kills Izzy. Cassie is distraught. I mean, just distraught. The bookwoman comes and she's like, "Give me that book." Cassie freaks out after seeing Izzy dead and goes into the blackness. She sees the blackness. Cassie realizes this nothingness is also a place of creation. She creates the books herself and then scatters them across space and time, just like the Avengers, including the Book of Doors. The bookseller then uses the Book of Pain on Hugo, and she's like, "I take all the pain away from you." Izzy Lund are actually alive, and Cass shows up 3 months later, just popped out of the room. She survives. There's nothingness. German Fox has also been a creeper using the Book of Shadows this whole time. They go to France and they eat a little bit. They eat the croissant. German Fox and Izzy go back in time and follow the woman as she leaves the bookseller's Book of Pain debacle. 2 guys are sitting on her car. She invites them inside. She takes them downstairs. She uses the Book of Pain on one of them and he starts crying out. The other one, she uses a different book and he splatters into 1,000 pieces. She puts both books along with all her other books inside the safe. They're like, well, I wonder if I can use this door to go inside her safe. So Cassie uses the door, goes inside the safe, grabs all the books except for one. They leave her just one. They pretend to sell the books again, and they invite everyone knowing that she'll show up. She shows up, and they're like, we get her! Aren't what they seem. She's like, you don't think I know my own books, eh? I know the weights of them. She starts then killing them, and they can't figure out why until they see that her dress is made out of the Book of Pain book pages. Hugo shows up and Cassie uses the Book of Doors to send him back even further again. The only way he's going to survive this one. And she sends the woman into the darkness which she created the books from. She uses her Book of Doors and she brings with her the Book of Pain, which can also take away pain, as we saw with Hugo. She goes to her grandfather and she's like, I got you. Go in peace, father of my father.
I would wish to see you again, if only once.
He dies. He sees the beauty in everything. Everything. She goes back into the past, right before Mr. Webber's about to die. And she tells him goodbye and gives him the Book of Doors. The other Cassie is walking away, about to discover the body and the book. We see Hugo in the past, and all of his pain is falling away into this smoke, and it goes right into this girl. At this wishing well. Her name is Rachel. She goes crazy. She turns into someone who really wants the books. German Fox says, I once had friends, but they all died. Do you guys want to be my friends now? And they say, sure, we'll stay with you and look for books. The end.
Do it.